in a lot of ways you guys are lean manufacturing, you know? And one way to make money is to save money. And a lot of problems occur from the places that you don't know that you can save money. And this is the theme of this lunch and learn, so to speak. Your money is losing business in more places than you know. This is a fact.
Yes.
I can tell you, just as a personal business owner, I know this is true. I mean, I don't necessarily reconcile my books correctly, or, I mean, I'm just saying, being honest, like, tools help is all I'm saying. People need tools. My problem is I don't understand how to use the tools. And so maybe we can get, the use of the tools scares me more than the result that I might actually get from it. Like QuickBooks, I'm like, nah, it sounds like an Excel thing, and Excel makes me cry. So I say I trust the bank that they're taking out the right fees and not double charging me. That's their job, not mine. And printers have to stop thinking that it's just, it's not my job to find additional ways to save my customers money, time, efficiency, because at the end of the day, that is what can really differentiate you from another printer. It's not, the word service is not always clearly defined. When people say we have better price, better service, better quality. And people need to start defining what that service is. And of course, to printers, service is different because they have different needs. But there are always overarching needs, such as optimization. Everybody wants to do things more efficiently. The first thing you learn is that the shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line. And Solimar is here to help you straighten that line. And so why don't we go down the row, start with Jonathan. Who are you? What do you do? And what do you do at Solimar? And just in your own words, tell me about the company in your own words, and everybody will do that.
Sure. I'm Jonathan Malone McGrew, Director of Communication and Customer Engagement. I've been around the industry for a while. You may have even seen me in the Printerverse before. I have to have my Printerverse gear. So Solimar is a provider of workflow technology. We make it, once you have something that needs to be produced print-wise and communication-wise, we help you complete that full process end-to-end. The best way I can describe it is that we start with something, we make it better, and then we deliver it, we track it, and we prove that it has ROI to whatever print or electronic delivery environment we have. And my job here at the company is to try to explain that in more layman's terms, to understand customer needs, the benefits that they're looking for, and then ultimately with Marianne and the team here, bring that to fruition so that we have the best customer experience that we're offering to our clients and in turn their customers. So that's what I do.
And I'm Dan Adler. I'm the Chief Relationship Officer at Solimar. I actually have known Solimar for 26 years. Back in 1991, I started my own digital print direct mail company. And my first purchase was a printer. And that day, my second purchase was from Solimar, who had coincidentally just started in business that same month. So I've known the founders, including Marianne, ever since 1991. I did a lot of consulting work for Solimar after I sold my business in 2004, and now I'm really proud to be the CRO. I work with our channel partners, our large customers, and anything else that the marketing operation has a requirement for.
And Marianne, before you speak, I just want to thank you so much for your support of the Printerverse and the community, providing education and resources. Whether or not people buy your products and services is one of the reasons why we partner with you. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Sir?
Hello. Well, thank you, Deb. It was great. Yeah, and it's great to learn more about girls in print. So I'm Marianne Rowan. I'm the Chief Sales and Marketing Officer for Solimar. And yep, worked with Dan for 26 years, I like to say, and we still actually even love each other. Jonathan is great. And yep, so I've been around a long time, know lots of you, work with lots of partners. We have about 3,500 clients. And so just thrilled to be here today. We'll do intros and then we'll kind of talk a little bit about kind of positioning so you kind of see where we fit because we are a lean manufacturing for workflow. So we actually front end all the printers and all of the workflows that you need. So, and I'll introduce our partner here.
Hi. Whoa. My name is MJ Anderson, and I am the Chief Experience Officer for a company called Reality Blue. And we sell a product which is a augmented reality production environment. So our premise is we want to help you guys not only be operationally excellent, but we want to make additional revenue streams for you to continue on in your business. And we're a strategic business partner with Solimar.
So what we're going to do real quick is just give you a sense of how we help people like you out in the audience. And then Deb's going to help us lead a candid discussion about how we really help people make money, how we help them save money. But before we do that, we feel like you should get a sense of what ballpark we're in. So I'm going to turn it over to Marianne, and she's got, right here on the slides, you can kind of see the world we live in from a software perspective. It's workflow, mobile visibility. Here on my right, your left, data optimization, enterprise print, augmented reality, scheduling, tracking, and things like making things accessible for people who have visual, low vision, blindness, things that accessibility has become a huge topic. So Marianne's just going to jump in here and show you guys some things that help our customers save time and money, but also open the doors to revenue. And then we'll talk more about that. If you have questions, wave your hands vigorously, get involved, ask us. If something doesn't make sense, we want to make this interactive. So.
Yep, super. Yep, so we really do multi-channel delivery. And so you'll kind of see where we're positioned in a moment, and Jonathan covered kind of the boxes here. So if we go to the next slide, I thought we'd maybe just start off with showing you how we save customers lots of time and money. And so initially, we have lots of case studies on our website. And really where we're positioned is kind of post-composition. So after the print, to be able to do multi-channel delivery, we help people save money by automating workflows, by automating storage costs, and even by automating the environment where they may have less need for additional engineers when they can automate more processes and get work ready for pre-press much, much faster. And then in the next slide, we kind of talk about how we help customers make money. And so by being able to say yes to more business opportunities, whether it's e-presentment, e-delivery, bill pay, we help people with that. So a few of these, one of our clients actually in Australia, Leigh Martin added on bill pay as part of a function in their bureau. They're a printer of many different types of applications. Saving or making over $100,000 per year in additional revenues. Similar with a PrimeNet. And then another client was able to win a large account, which was actually migrating warehouses of paper into a digital format and moving everything into a white paper factory. And so actually enabling, you see all the new color inkjet presses here, and replacing lots of the old toner devices, but also automated that whole process. So literally emptying out 5+ facilities full of paper stock, and then moving it all digital. So those are some of the things we help people with. And if we go to the next slide, just a quick positioning, on where we sit. So kind of on the left, our clients, you're our clients. We let you choose all of your favorite composition engines and tools and, create every application that you'd like. And really what I like to say is we deliver, order and harmony to disparate environments. So no matter what you have in your environment, we can actually help automate those, put light on those, as you'll see, and then deliver that to whatever printers you have, large, small, presses, offset, as well as then e-presentment as well. And then on top of E, we're going to talk about augmented reality. And that's really interesting, great revenue opportunities there for you and your clients. So what Solimar is focused on, if you come by our booth, it's a product called SolaTrack. But what this does is it gives you live visibility into your operations. So now whatever you have in your shop, you can put light over, watch every job that comes in, watch all the places where it goes, and set up whole workflows. And it has a nice alert system as well. In fact, the next slide, Deb, shows it has a mobile interface as well. So wouldn't it be nice right now to look at your phone and see that everything's going all right at your different facilities? And this would actually give you live visibility right now into everything you'd want to know. And then the very next slide is you can see as much as you'd like to see, and you can even view jobs. So something comes in with a strange job name, for example, you can view it. You can see all your different printers. You can see your facilities, and then there's a problem. It has a full alert system as well. So if a job doesn't come in, a job fails for some reason, a printer stops functioning for a period of time, we can send an alert to whoever cares about that and go ahead and fix those problems. So that's kind of a high level of where Solimar, kind of the workflow side, fits. And then what we also add on top of this is the ability to optimize your documents. And so we do a lot with messaging. So we take existing documents and you could add messages to them. But even better now, we can add messages in what we call an airspace above those documents, which is augmented reality. So we're going to run a quick demo here, or a quick video, minute and a half or so. I think you'll find really interesting.
There's a quiz afterwards. No, I'm kidding.
Add a unique augmented reality experience to all the documents and content you produce. Reality Blue gives you the power to control the virtual airspace around all the materials you create, produce, deploy, and manage. We call this real estate Blue Airspace. It's the next frontier for delivering relevant, media-rich content of all kinds, accessible to anyone with a mobile device. Get started now with the Blue Airspace cloud platform from Reality Blue. Simply share our existing Reality Blue app and begin applying AR content today. Have an existing app? The Reality Blue SDK is for you. Easily integrate AR experiences into your app and bring your brand messaging, offers, and promotions to life. Change the way you deliver content forever with a branded app. A whole new world of information is waiting for customers with every communication or piece of collateral. With the Blue Airspace platform, you can easily add and update markers and AR experiences at any time. Gear up and own the process with the ability to create millions of augmented reality experiences, highly personalized to every customer and always relevant, even in archived documents. With the Blue Airspace platform, not only can you create, deploy, and manage AR content, our solution will integrate with other unique services that allow you to add value and create additional revenue streams, all within your existing workflow. Because it's built for seamless integration with Solimar's multi-channel content delivery solutions, you can quickly begin offering unique experiences across all your customer-facing documents in print and electronic formats. Put augmented reality to work for you while adding additional value to all your customer communications. Learn more about the Blue Airspace Cloud platform from Reality Blue. Contact Reality Blue or visit realityblue.com today to learn more.
Okay? Thanks, guys, so much. Okay, peoples. So, this is the Printiverse. And Solimar had their chance to say what they needed to say, and now the Printiverse is going to kind of take over. So, let me ask everybody in the audience, did you guys understand what they do clearly? Yeah?
Show of hands. Come on.
How many people
interactive.
clearly
Yeah.
understand what they do? Not
Okay.
so much. I agree.
We got to fix that.
Yes. So let's break it down to let's not be at the 30,000 foot level. Let's break it down to what is the value proposition of Solimar? Why do the people in this audience need to have your software? What will happen if they don't have your software. Let's start at the panic level. Because people understand that. Do I need it or don't I need it?
All right, great question. So we ran through a few slides. Our problem, frankly, is that we do so many different things for so many different people with more than 3,500 customers that it's hard to put it into a nutshell. But the message really is we can help you from a pre-press stage in many ways. We can help you with tracking your jobs throughout your total workflow. We work with third-party applications such as augmented reality.
Dan, I'm really sorry, but
Yes, Deb.
I have to do that like moderator cutoff thing. What is the value proposition of Solimar?
So we can bring added value to your documents without you having to go back to the composition stage. We're able to allow you to provide additional services that will make you money and new opportunities for your customers so that they can take advantage of our digital world.
Okay.
How's that, Deb?
I don't know, was that better for the printers in the audience? Was that better? I'm not sure. Let's.
So let's do a little exercise. So how many of you are commercial printers here? Raise your hands. So when we say commercial printers, you're doing direct mail? Any hands? Yep, I see. Okay, we've got direct mail. How about posters, wide format, signage? Okay, good. Anyone doing transactional? You're doing bills, statements, invoices. Okay, we've got some in the room. That's good. So we've got a smattering of a lot of different things. And this is what Solimar specializes in. So when you guys have a client that comes to you, you have to get their files printed and delivered, right? So we're all on the same page there. What Solimar provides in a software environment is an ability to see those jobs that you're pushing through your environment, enhance them. You can add AR, you can add color, but you can do it all without having to go back to a proprietary application that may have created your PDF or maybe you're using a different data stream to
Okay,
print
now I'm
from.
seeing nods in the audience. So we're
okay.
making a connection now, okay.
So Solimar's ultimate value, though, is automation, it's tracking, it's knowledge. It's knowing what's happening in your environment so you can make faster, better business decisions. You know when you can tell if you're changing roles on your printer. How many people have continuous feed? Let's see some hands. Continuous feed. How about you have to change multiple paper stocks because you're using cut sheet? Okay, I've got some more hands. Anything like that has an opportunity cost to it, and we can track all sorts of things in those environments. We can help customers find out, are you changing your roles fast enough? Because you could see if your printer's down. You could see if the job's completing in the time you've allowed and you've actually estimated it'll cost. So are you making enough profit? Are you upselling the right kinds of jobs? You've got all these direct mail pieces going out for an event. Does it have an interactive AR experience attached to it? Those are the things that we help printers do. And the value is in you take out a lot of the manual error-driven processes and you replace it with things that are informative, simple to use, quick. And as Dan said earlier here at the Printerverse, you can put it in your briefcase and take it home today. You know, it's not something that we're asking someone to invest in a multi-million-dollar box to achieve. Does that make sense? Are we?
Okay, so I definitely saw people nodding and getting, it's a better, you connected to it more? Okay, so a whole bunch of people. You invoked the AR word. So. It's 2 words. It's 2 words, yes, the AR initials. It's a touchy subject with me because I believe personally that printers should partner with technology partners and not offer their own augmented reality solutions. My apologies to the printers, but print and, partner. That's kind of what the Printerverse is all about. So Can we discuss that? Because I know that there's a lot of people out there that, quite frankly, don't want to just keep hearing augmented reality is the answer to their printing volume issues. So let's go there.
Okay, so I've never had a job outside of the graphic arts industry, I'm proud to say. And after 22 years of owning a marketing firm, I sold my business and started this company in January of this year, okay? I started my last company the same year that Yahoo started their business, and I started it as a web development marketing agency. We are about to experience what is being called the fourth transformation, and augmented reality is an enormous opportunity for everybody in these chairs today, because you are already a part of the communication value chain, correct? So Marianne said earlier, if this is a document, right, you know how to put toner or ink on paper, you know how to cut it, you know how to deliver it, you know how to fold it, you know how to finish it, right? The next level of opportunity for you is to then be able to control and command and deliver and deploy all of the content that will be relevant to this document and exist in a virtual space, okay? And it's an enormous opportunity because there are a lot of really great tools, including our product, but there are so many people that just don't have the information on how to do this. And if you look at your businesses 25 years ago, okay, and for those of you who have been in business for at least 25 years, you might remember what it was like when the World Wide Web came about, right? And remember, should you have a website? And then ultimately, it might have turned into, looking at offering web development or email or those sorts of things. Augmented reality will be the next frontier for content delivery. Okay, it's here, it's coming, and the reason why I say that is, number one, Apple says so, and so does Google. Okay, the billions of dollars that are being plowed into this space tell me, as somebody who kind of looks at this stuff on a regular basis, that this will be bigger than actually the World Wide Web.
Yep. And actually, to your point, Deb, I wanted to address the partnership part. What we're trying to offer our clients is that, so we're partnered with Reality Blue because they're the experts. MJ and his team are the experts in building AR experiences. They understand print. They understand what you guys are going through on a daily basis and trying to deliver print. But what we're offering is a partnership with Solimar where your systems touch the ability to create the AR, and if you need help creating the AR, MJ's partnership with us can help you do that. You don't have to do it on your own, or he will provide systems that will let your in-house people learn how to do it.
How do the printers make money from that?
So I think that's a really good point. How do you make money? Marianne, you've had some great conversations with people, and you can jump in here if you like, but it's an added value service, as I throw my badge. Think about a customer coming to you and they have a important mailing campaign, and they need to see that ROI, and they need to prove to their business that this mailer has had impact. So what better way to make that connection than to create an additional experience, and 3 additional touch points really, where they use the app that customer may already have, or they generate a new way to communicate with their customers through the power of mail. And there's a lot of studies out there from InfoTrends, Keypoint Intelligence, also part of the Printerverse, and other houses out there that show the power of mail. They also show the power of adding these additional experiences in their latest research, up to and including sort of a way to boost your own company by saving tons of money in like postal savings. So the USPS for the last year has been offering additional value by adding an AR campaign to a mailing campaign. And AT&T, Matt Swain talks about this, saved millions of dollars doing that. You don't have to wait. You can have an AR experience on your campaign and save that kind of money. That's how powerful this is.
Just before Marianne, I just want to say something. You actually touched upon something maybe by accident that put a little light bulb in my head, which was when you said it's a value add, right? But I think it's actually a value add in a different way, because if you're a printer and you have a certain press, you help your customer, but if you don't, it's a value add if you have a partner that can still handle that. Instead of sending it to somebody else on your own, where they could potentially decide that they want to do business with someone else because they can do everything instead of just a piece of it. So that goes back to the one-stop print shop that we have been talking about. So as a conduit now, you guys have just convinced me that as a conduit, I'm still saying the printer should not take on the technology, but as a conduit, I see the value add and then work it out how the printers take their commission from the cut from that. So then there is potentially a viable referral model there. And then you're still valuable as the resource, which as a print customer, I can tell you is the most value that you guys actually have, because you all have the same stuff at the end of the day. It's the relationship with the people who you talk to and the people who help you and the people who teach you things that is what keeps you a loyal customer. Because believe me, everybody wants our business. They're on our doorsteps. Did you want to add something, or I believe the printer Jamie has a question? Jamie, the printer, has a question.
Oh, go ahead. Yes.
So I host a print chat every Wednesday at 3 o'clock and, 4 p.m. Eastern time. Excuse me, I'm getting feedback up here. I host a print chat every Wednesday, 4 p.m. Eastern time. It's 3 p.m. today in Chicago. And we came up with panel topics and the questions for the panels, but we also brought a print chatter here with us. This is Jamie.
Yay,
He's from Allegra, Princeton. It's a one-stop print shop. They have a variety of equipment. He's vendor agnostic, and his job has been to watch these panels and ask our panelists questions. So Jamie, please take it away. Jamie McClellan.
Hello, everybody. How you doing? Dan spoke earlier today and said something about art, and I was just like, oh, wow, great, good. So I'm glad you're back. Customers of mine asked for years, like, hey, this is coming. How can you help me with that? I'm calling other people, trying to find out what to do. So if we look at your system, you're saying that's our starting point. We get your system. You're going to help us. We're going to create the AR, or Blue is going to create the AR.
Well,
We are,
I think-
okay.
yeah, I'll
That's one of
jump
the
in and
questions.
I'll hand it over to James. So what we allow you to do is upload what are called markers. So something, what do you want, like a logo? What would you like to be associated with some experience? And then you then also upload into our cloud-based system, the Airspace cloud-based system, your experiences. It could be a video, it could be a link to a video, for example, and then through an app, either a branded app, or if you already have an app, they have an SDK, or they also have a shared app model for getting started very quickly and inexpensively. And all of a sudden, then you take your phone, you wave it over with the app, and you get the experience. So it's very, very simple to use.
Yeah, think of it in terms of just an additional composition tool that you have access to, but it's in the cloud.
Okay, MJ, we want to talk to you.
Okay.
Okay, so you're the AR guy, and we said, who's creating the AR experience? And you said, you are.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead. Tell us how we're
Okay,
doing
so
that.
let me back up just a second. So as far as revenue goes, okay, our platform is something that you guys can use internally, meaning your pre-press people or your design staff can use, or you can also extend your license out to your clients' creative departments, right? So right now, when you get a file, it's a PDF document or an InDesign package, right? Well, it would seem to reason that if a designer is going to create the printed piece, they're going to probably also want to have a say in what happens above that piece, okay? So our tool is designed for you, and we can private label it for your business. so that you can extend it out to your customer base and then charge them a monthly fee to use the system. Okay, so that's that. So when I say you create the AR experience, our system is designed to come alongside currently existing traditional print production workflow. Okay, so designers use InDesign, they use the Creative Suite, they create videos, they have assets. Your clients have all the assets they might need right now to start tomorrow to create AR experiences. To Dan's point, our tool gives you the ability to compose AR content in relationship to the printed item that you're going to use as a marker or as a trigger, something that's going to be scanned. And then all of that is maintained in a cloud environment and deployed immediately, okay? The other really cool thing about this is when this leaves your factory, there's nothing you can do because it's outside your factory, right? But guess what? With our tools, you can change the experience that happens above this document at will. You can either do it manually or you can do it programmatically. And you can do it conditionally. So if you think about the concept of augmented or VDP, virtual or variable data content, we can do that, but we can then also make conditions happen in these virtual experiences. So if a user clicks on a button in our experience, then guess what? There's no need to show them what they just saw. We can make a conditional, another AR piece come into play the next time they scan the document. And this is important for you because it adds a tremendous amount of value to the investment that your clients are making in the printed document. Okay, and that's really one of our really, really big stories.
Jamie, did you have a follow-up?
Yeah, what sounds like a lot of times I've heard from AR, we need to have a landing place on either our website or whatever, but now it sounds like we're gonna have it in the cloud in your system. We license it to us, we license it to our customers if they're designers, or our designers handle it. So now the landing spot is in your cloud, and then everything drives from there?
So our system runs on the in the Amazon cloud. Okay, so we have pretty much global coverage. Okay, we don't necessarily care where the assets live. So if you want to, if you have customers that would like to host the assets, we can refer to them in web service calls and so forth.
So I want to know real quick, does anyone else have a question they want to ask us before we get another? Do I see a hand? No?
Questions? Anybody?
Okay.
Sarah.
Sarah, go ahead. Just yell it out.
It really
Thank you.
intrigues me.
Wait, start again.
Okay, so I'm a graphic designer. I'm also
And I'm sorry, can you please talk a little louder?
I'm a graphic designer, also leader of the company, and this really intrigues me. I already see potential for using this, but from a graphic design perspective, I'm trying to wrap my head around it. And I realize you're going to have to, in the beginning of this new fourth, whatever you're calling it, we're going to have to help and put instructions around the design to say, hey, pull out your phone, download this app, scan this, right?
Yep.
But QR codes were born and died. There's been a few. What you keep saying marker? Is it a visual to the eye, or is it like in the software that you've established that this image, when it's scanned, that's the recognition?
Yeah. So at the basis of our technology is image recognition technology.
So there is no visual marker. You're just kind of establishing.
It's whatever image.
It has to be a
an
unique image. It reads a lot of information, sorry.
Well, yeah, it can be any image.
Like a picture of my face?
A picture of your face. That would be an amazing marker.
Thank you.
How long have you been a graphic designer?
You're asking to a
Well,
woman
okay,
to reveal
okay, I
her
know. I'm not.
age. I started in high school.
Okay, good. That's all I need to know.
Before Adobe was
Okay,
more than
perfect.
just a font house.
Excellent. Awesome. Okay, so from your standpoint, you should think about this like every other version of the Creative Suite that's come about. Okay, I remember when the time that when there was no Photoshop. You know what I mean? So when Photoshop came out, it was like, oh my gosh, I have to learn how to use Photoshop. But I learned how to use Photoshop. Okay. Your next challenge, your next design challenge will be learning how, if you're not already producing video content, audio content, will be to learn how to do that. And then maybe also learn how to produce and create and design in 3D. Okay? And that's really it.
And so your system like gives you the ability to like link in that graphic, that 3D, that flat image, whatever it is that we're putting in that blue space.
If you come to the Solimar booth, we can show you a demo about how easy this really is.
Awesome.
So
Thank you.
sure.
So one thing I
Thank
want
you
to
so much.
add, so Sarah, the other thing you might consider though is, so today on the market, AR is static pretty much. The experiences are what they add. What we, the reason you're seeing all of us up here together and not just MJ by himself is because the reason he's partnered with Marianne and Solimar and our team is the variable experience we can push from the data we can grab out of the print stream or the documents that you are pushing to your printers. And that's what Solimar and SoliTrack offers, and that's why we don't like to talk product, we like to talk solution. And the solution is you can variably change the experience delivered on your print pieces, whether it be big posters, whether it be mailed postcards, transactional documents like your invoices.
Okay, I just got it. Wow.
Yeah. It's variable data in an AR form.
Variable augmented reality experiences?
Yeah.
What the hell? Why didn't you say that to begin with?
We take a long time
I
to get to the
just
point.
got it. There's only 10 minutes left, and now that's all I want to talk about. That's the coolest thing I've ever heard.
I have one follow-up question.
Sure.
So after hearing that, can you change it on the fly? The piece has already gone out.
Yes. Yeah, and
Okay,
actually
sold.
you also can archive with our system
Packaging
and
people.
this partnership, you can also keep a version of what you delivered, which in a lot of industries is important.
So just as a quick real-life example, if somebody is sending out bills and we have a marker on there, and that marker is maybe talking about new home loans, right? Or car loans. But now we can selectively, in the cloud, change the marker. So the whole country is still getting that offer. But customers in Florida and Texas can instead see an experience that says, we know you're in trouble, we're going to give you an extra 30 days to pay. So not only is it
Okay, I am in on this now.
Okay.
Now we get it.
So the reason we come to the Printerverse is not only to learn, to hopefully educate, but to learn from our audience. And
I mean,
so,
we just like worked that out together.
exactly.
That was really cool.
Candid discussion.
Yeah.
So-
So we worked it out. Now we're all on the same page. This is cool.
Yeah. So what we'd like to do is we're here through the end of the show. MJ has an amazing demo in our booth. The other part of this is what I talked about before. Now imagine taking all those experiences, the people producing the print in the e-communications, whether it be to a mobile or an email, and now being able to see if they're completed while you're at the golf course on your phone. So you're a print operations manager or you're the CEO of a print company and you're like, look, I'm busy and I got to keep calling my 3 plants because I need to know where all this stuff is going and has it gone wrong and is the plant on fire and, you know, all the crazy things that happen in our daily lives. Trust me, I have a bar as well, and you don't want to know. I wish I had SoliTrack in the bar. But you can now see that on your phone. You can drill into jobs. You can set visibility for your clients. So if your clients want to know where their job is, you could give them access to the visibility. So it's another thing we're demoing. I mean, I know it sounds complicated. Come by, see it. It's a cool interface and it's simple. And Dan's got it up on his phone right now. And Deb, we've got to thank you. You help us connect with people who are providing the experiences in the world, and that's why we love you. So thank you for
Thank
having
you.
us. Really.
I'm just the ambassador. I see their faces and they're like, huh? And I just get to say, what are you people talking about? And then I can see when we all get it at the same time, and it's awesome. So thank you. Marianne, would you like to say anything to the people? Will you guys be mingling around? Maybe
Sure.
talk to the experts, meet the AR guy now that we think this is all cool, and we're going to take a panel picture too before you leave, but please.
Wonderful. Well, thank you all for your time and your questions, and I'm sure they'll probably have more questions, so we can mingle around here. We're also in the booth kind of down by Conica, so if you walk a little bit farther, you'll kind of see us. I think it's called Critical Communications.
Yep,
And so, Powering Communications, yep. And so, yeah, please come up. You can ask questions here, questions over there. We do have this whole, it's a campaign management in the cloud, so come on over, see the experiences. You can play with it. MJ's also a graphic artist as well, as we have an engineer here who can talk all the back-end web services and how all this all glues together. So thank you all for your time, and thank you, Deb, so much.
Thanks so much for your support, Solimar. Thanks, everybody. We'll be back in, I think, 15 minutes, maybe? I need to see my other slide.